Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We're in the middle of the Tectum, exploring with the Dread Reavers and Thessara. We're looking, they went off to go find the vault that it's supposed to exist in here, but I think we have some time to poke around. So let's go ahead and use magic on the crystal formations above. That'd be kind of interesting. Magical scanning reveals an intriguing scenario. The roots of these crystals are natural and they emit some innate magic like many formations do in a Kalaris. However, someone cast an enchantment on these clusters, though it is either too complex or too old to decipher. There is also a vague presence around the crystals and you feel being watched. Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you? We gain some insight. Why don't we study the statue thoroughly? The Emperor is depicted sitting on a simple throne, one hand holding a scepter, the other reaching toward the sky. He looks muscular and regal, well-proportioned, yet somehow featureless. The whole statue is made of marble, except for the mask upon the Emperor's face, which is solid gold. The thought of prying it off crosses your mind, but somehow you have a bad feeling about that. I feel like we'd be cursed or something if we did that. A plaque is fastened to the base of the statue. The text upon it is difficult to make out, and it is written in classical imperial, something not a lot of people can read. Apparently, we have the history required to do it. The plaque seems to be dedicated to Emperor Valen Zavaris, the immortal emperor, and the text lists his many wondrous achievements and attributes. He is called the patron of the noblest dynasty, and confirms that his family is that this is his family's Tectum, maintained by loyalists who, quote, shall keep the bloodline at all costs, even after the disaster visited upon the world by the, quote, traitor gods. There is a part that must have been added later at the bottom of the text, judging from the difference in the state of decay. It speaks of a curse thwarting their duty, and a great sacrifice that must be performed. The final sentence reads, we shall remain loyal beyond the call of death. There are wraiths here, for sure. We still have time to do something else? Apparently not. We didn't have time to look for loot, but that is okay. I'd rather have the insight. Insight is more rare anyway. What do you do until they return? You may not have time for everything. You hear Thessara's company returning. Oh, the ghosts have arrived! Do you see the blue light? Thessara and Logdanar return from a wide corridor they've been investigating. I was right, she said with a hint of triumph. The vault is some ways down that ton... She is cut short when you all turn around after suddenly realizing that a weird buzzing sound is getting louder and louder. You manage to locate the source of it. The pale blue light from the crystal formations above is pulsing slightly and emits an odd noise. Then it falls silent all of a sudden, and the light wanes. What the? Logdanar groans after a moment, but falls silent when to your horror, you all realize that corpses are rising all around you. The slain rotting prospectors clamber to their feet and start to shamble towards your company with murderous intent. Logdanar, his men, and your companions form a defensive circle around the statue. The fight for your life ensues. Oh, they're just zombies. We fought a million of these guys. This is nothing. Oh, and we have like our whole crew to pick from too. Holy cow. Oh wait, Javik, I don't think you're gonna be very useful against zombies. Garrett, get in there. I don't think, maybe he can burn the brains of zombies, but I highly doubt it. Just try to smoke as many of these as you can, as fast as you can. Nicely done. Crit for 13 is always nice. One at the back is dead. Sick crit? Not quite. I should have shot the one in front of Skornar. That was my bad. I could punch you to the back, though. And then I bet you can't hurt anybody. I knew it. That guy missed. And this skull boy comes to the front. All right, take this guy out. Oh. I think we try to use Gorgoro's cleave to get a double kill here. So let's set this guy up for that. Let's go ahead and reload in case we need it. I doubt it, but maybe. Axe? Oh man, we've just been getting unlucky. So let's go for the swing here. We only got one. Good dodge. Nice. We didn't get hit at all. Owned. Oh, I thought he was dead for sure. Now he's dead. All right, that was pretty bad. First wave down, or pretty easy. First wave down. The undead crumble as they fall to the ground. There's a veritable hill of them around your comrades now, yet there seems to be no end to them. You look up briefly before another wave of them reaches you, only to seem see some half-transparent specters circling at the crystalline ceiling above. However, you have no time to ponder the meaning of this as the undead are upon you again. I have a feeling we're going to have to deal with the specters. 5 more zombies, not too bad. Begin the fight. Focus the middle guy down first. Nice shot. Let's get, I think we just use his abilities to kill things. Nadir, you can burn this front zombie. You missed! Oh, I forgot to get rid of Javik. I knew it! I knew Javik would be useless in this fight. Oh, if only Garrick was here. Good dodge. Nice. Okay. No harm, no foul yet. Ice that guy. Krifta, weaken this dude. Double kill for Nadir. Yes, well done. All right, Javik, you boost your allies here, cause you're no good at damaging things. Oh, nice. Then just boost Gorgoro again so he can attack one more time. And then poke him. And now just hunker, I guess. Stabby. Shooty. Nice. No damage again, even when we were using Javik when we shouldn't have. It is very nice doing all these quests when I have like a really strong companion group. Another few dozen undead are cut down, and there seemed to be a lull in their advance. That brief moment is enough for Logdanar and you to rally the company and lead them into the wide tunnel. It is more defensible, so you can fight and rest in turns. The last of the undead are defeated in a matter of minutes. That seems to be all of them for now, the mercenary captain says with a satisfied nod. Like you, he is covered in small cuts and bruises. Deciding not to waste more time, you advance down the corridor and follow Thesara's guidance through a maze to finally reach a decorated sealed iron door. It appears that no prospector lived long enough to find and breach the vault. Just as you are about to decide what to do after catching your breath, a handful of translucent specters float. Oh, I just realized I probably should have had the blessing of unbinding to fight these idiots. 2 Reavers, Thesara and Logdanar, are caught this way by the ghosts and that look like faded ethereal images of long-dead corpses in torn livery of an old imperial dynasty. Their icy touch seems to paralyze those they hold. They whisper hateful things, evil things in a hissing tongue you cannot comprehend. You only make out a single sentence. The bloodline shall be pure forever. What will you do now? Try to free Thesara. We gained Thesara's flame. I don't know what the hell that is. What is that? You leap at Thesara, and although you have no way of harming the specter, you manage to push the guide out of its grasp. Seeing your courage, your companions jump at the other ghosts and free the others in similar fashion. Thesara blasts one of the evil spirits with magical fire, and it dissolves with a shrill cry. Yeah! Sorry. I just felt like doing that. The undead apparitions are confounded for a moment only and then begin to flail away at your company. Their chill touch scarring flesh with terrifying ease. Then Thesara shouts a word of command and a fiery glow oh, thank God, she's gonna bless us. Descends upon your comrades. From that instant, your weapons no longer pass through the specters without harming them, but tear into their ethereal bodies, causing major damage instead. Time to put these cursed souls to rest. I hope Logdanar is okay. There's only 3 of them! Absolute child's play. Alright, ice these fools. Never mind. I've been chilled. And then stabbed. Shoot the guy who hasn't gone yet? Owned. Dang it. I gotta remember, ghosts are pretty evasive, so... Let's have a 2 cracks at the stone here. I don't think Javik can hurt these guys either. Never mind, he can disrupt a ghost. Damn you. Hit the ghost. Thank you. Krifta? My old reliable. She very rarely does she miss. Specking into accuracy and crit does help that. You manage to send the specters back into the void. The silence that settles after the last one screams its agonizing death cry feels oppressing. Damn, that was close. Logdanar breaks the silence eventually. You gather your wits and regroup, and then turn your attention toward the vault door. Cast from iron, they look heavy and immovable at first, yet Logdanar managed to pry them open using his war pick fairly easily. The old air escapes in a hiss, followed by the deafening grating sound as the mercenary captain pulls the iron doors fully open. The darkness of the chamber beyond yawns at you. It is almost as if the blackness inside swallowed up the light from your lanterns. I sense no magical traps. Oh, no traps, magical or otherwise. Enter carefully. Inside the vault is a quiet place covered in almost viscous darkness that parts reluctantly as your company ventures deeper. After several minutes of tense, silent exploration, you conclude that nothing threatening is inside the chamber. You find a lot of old things stashed under its low ceiling, most of them damaged beyond repair or even recognition. Frayed carpets, broken amphora with contents having long ago dissolved into sludge, rotten chests, and corroded metal items. A thorough search reveals that some of the things stored here are in better condition, and so Logdanar and you spend a minute or two dividing the loot as agreed upon previously. Even some of the badly damaged metal can be sold to the right people in the metal-starved world, so you bag as much as you can carry. It is here, Thasara's voice rings clearly in the twilight chamber. You turn towards her and see her standing over a small ivory chest. This is what we came for. Logdanar walks over to the guide and opens the small chest, checks what's inside, and then nods at her. You ask him what it is. A crest of some sort. I suppose an important one for this royal dynasty or some such. The large mercenary says and shrugs. It's what we got to recover for our employer. He collects the chest and instructs his reavers to get going. You and your companions gather your loot and follow them. We only got 4 scrap metal? What? To your amazement, nothing unpleasant happens while you retrace your steps to the Tectum's entrance. No walking dead, no specters, no magical traps, nothing to hinder or attack you. However, as you are about to exit the tunnels through the first doorway, you begin to hear the sounds of battle, accompanied by a loud cracking noise. You rush into the blinding light and oppressive heat of the Kalaris to find your comitatus and the rest of the Reavers embroiled in a ferocious battle against a huge crystal creature. There are already several wounded lying on the sand, and the monster smashes one of the mercs to death just as you enter the scene. Yikes! Logdanar yells a war cry and charges in immediately. We will rush to the aid. You enter the fray with your companions, and as you do so, a ragged cheer erupts from the Reavers. Oh, it's just one guy. We've fought you guys before. 30. How much armor do you got? 3 armor. All right, Gorgoro is going to be very useful. I don't think Javik can... I don't think this thing has a brain. So be smart about Javik's magic. He can only melt ghosts' brains and living things' brains. Go to town. Shoot him. Shoot him dead. Go ahead and boost Gorgoro again. Duck. Oh, right in the face. All right, he hit Skornar. That's okay. We managed to take him out pretty expeditiously. The giant crystal creature is eventually brought down by a barrage of attacks. Its cracked body breaks into 1,000 pieces as it falls, the light inside its crystalline form snuffed out forever. You and Logdanar quickly check for casualties. The Reavers are down 3 mercs since your departure from Lumen, and the captain is quite unhappy. Still, the threat is extinguished and it is time to leave. However, you realize that if you had the right equipment, skill, and manpower, you could harvest the rare crystal from the creature's corpse. We do. Sick. The comitatus, accompanied by the surviving Dread Reavers, finally leaves the Tectum behind and begins its journey back from this eerie crystal forest. Thasara and Logdanar join you at the head of the column. Now that we've recovered the item, we are to take it to Arcane and contact the employer, the guide says nonchalantly. Are there going to be follow-up assignments? The large mercenary captain asks her. I'm not sure. I just follow orders like you do, Thasara replies. I just know who to contact in Arcane, and with that, my own assignment is completed. I'm sure that you can expect to be paid there, and who knows, perhaps a new contract from then on? Logdanar decides to leave it at that for now, but keeps checking on the crest every hour or so. You set out from the Kalaris. Beaten and bruised. Rough. Well, looks like we're going to gun it straight to Arcane anyway. Moral low because of crowded camps. Take them to Arcane. I am a little sad I got a guy killed in the, from the fire trap. That was my bad. I should have been a little more careful. Although I don't know what we could... I have a feeling we would have had to go down that hallway anyway. So maybe a guy would have died either way. Still. Best not to try and get your passengers killed. Ooh, rough. Critical fail. That was a high... I shouldn't have tried that. It was highly unlikely to work, but oh well. Go ahead and rest one more time. We didn't want to push it because our vigor was down to like 4. So that's pretty rough. All right. Into Arcane we go. We had plenty of supplies. You enter the city gates and the Comitatus settles down in the Manzio along with your Dread Reaver allies. When everything is done, you and Logdanar sit down for a cold one to take your minds off the road. The Thesara joins you shortly, all business as usual. I will take my leave now and depart our employer's local contact. Or debrief our employer's local contact. They will then send somebody here to pay you for your services. All right, lass. The mercenary captain raises his mug. Cheers for your help. See you around, eh? I don't think so. The guide says awkwardly. I'll take my payments and leave this dump. That said, I did enjoy working with you two, but that is no reason to get too friendly. She nods and leaves the inn. A wee bit stuck up for my taste, that one, but I'll still hit it. You horny old man. I guess I don't know how old this guy is. You horny man. Logdanar murmurs after Thesara is gone. He then turns to you. So, I guess it's just you and me now, and our payment soon, I hope. You'll just have to wait and see. Thesara the guide leaves your Comitatus. The next hour or so flies by as you and Logdanar kick back and discuss the job. At length, a stranger appears and introduces himself as Urkor, a short fellow in an unassuming tunic and a dagger at his side. He is the kind of man you would pass on the street without noticing him. Logdanar evidently knows him and gets up to shake his hand. Then you go to a private room in the back. I am here to check on the item, Urkor says in a soft voice. And to pay you after I verify its authenticity, as agreed upon by Master Logdanar. After he sees the silver crest in the chest, Urkor nods at the two of you in appreciation. He hands Logdanar a pouch full of silver coins, and the mercenary captain counts your share. Sick, 12 bros. I'll take it. You drink to the success of the mission, yet to your surprise, Urkor does not take the crest. Our employer does not wish for me to take this. Rather, they offer you further work should you be interested. The task is simple. Take the item to Salem, and you will receive further instructions there. I am sure you would love to know more, but discretion is the key here, and not only will your tasks be similar in nature to what you have already accomplished, but you will also be very, very handsomely compensated. What say you? Logdanar accepts the employment right away and turns to you. Want to partner up again, Vagrus? He says with... Oh, wait. I say we make a fine team. Also, with several Reavers croaking back at the Tectum, I'd appreciate the help. Yeah. 70-30. No, we'll stick with it. I don't want to piss him off. This guy seems actually kind of to be a good dude. Part of being a Vagrus is having good relationships, I have a feeling. That's the spirit. Logdanar shakes your hand enthusiastically and then turns back to Urkor. So we're in. Excellent, the agent says. Although you do not need to hurry, you should get to Salem in the foreseeable future, with the item. When you arrive, seek out a man called Serkandar. He will be in the Salt Shaker Inn. He will instruct you further. Satisfied with the results, Urkor takes his leave of you. All right, mate, get your things in order, and when you're ready, me and my men will be here, along with the item. You get to work preparing for the next journey. Cool. All right, we have way too many fighters and just people in general. So get rid of the workers. Lower the scouts. We have so many fighters. Still have crowded camps. And we've beaten and bruised. So that'll go away after a day, though. So let's ditch. Yeah, back down to 35 is what I want to be at. Get rid of all this extra random garbage. This is supposed to go back to Torzeg's shelter. What am I missing? Excuse me? 200 chitin. Oh, we're missing a bright kelp. Did the... I wonder if when we fought the orcs, they stole some of it. Well, I don't know if I could possibly buy a bright kelp when I'm in Torzeg's. I guess we'll see. is there any missions to take to Salem directly? Because I'm kind of thinking about just running across the wasteland. None. Okay. Because we could just go straight there. It's 7 to 8 days. Although I also think maybe we should pop into Torzag's because they didn't say there was a hurry. So let's go to Torzag's first. And, well, actually, yeah, let's leave the Reavers here. Go to Torzag's. And then we'll come right back to Arcane. Whoa, what? Oh, Rockstorm! Oh, no. Yeah, we can look for a passage. Heck yeah, we got morale but lost some movement. Good job, me. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is the plan. Let's drop our stuff off. We don't need to be hauling around cargo to the wrong places. That's a recipe for losing money. Seems like a waste of time to do it that way. And then into Torzag Shelter. And then I think I'll wrap up the episode there, and I will bring you back when we'll go back to Arcane and start back there with the Dread Reavers here. So let's drop off our cargo. Sorry, dudes, for not having all of the cargo, but them's the breaks. Let's see what we have available here for Arcane. There's some. There's some. And that's it. Might as well buy all the supplies too. I'll use them. And then we should sell the one obsidian blade. You got you only buy 3? What? I don't want to I want to get rid of the one I have. I could just dump it on the ground, I guess, if I need to. Garrick, what use are you if you only buy things in quantities of 3, you maniac? Anyway, okay, let's pause the episode there. We will come back picking up with the Dread Reavers storyline in Arcane next time. So, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!